Good evening, race fans. Welcome back into another edition of Tuesday Night NASCAR. We head out to the Heartland, Kansas Motor Speedway for the Heart of Healthcare 200. Here tonight for 134 laps of on-track action. Here, as always, with my co-commentator Art. He'll be in the booth shortly. I've got 2 laps qualifying tonight, as always. Stages at the conclusion of lap 30 and lap 60. 3 green, white checkers for total tire sets. Estimated fuel run of 49 to 53 laps. And 0 fast repairs, as always. And it looks like we got 41 total drivers. We'll send 5 of them home. Qualifying is about to get underway. So let's quickly show you the championship standings. The top 20 locked in here tonight. And that'll be all the way down to... Let's hide everything. Reset the overlay, because if you go between sessions, it just doesn't work. It hates coming between sessions. There you go. Championship standings. Should reappear here. Jake Watson, 122 points. Dakota LaRue, first man out by a singular point. CJ Erdman right there on 119. Payson Lindsay, Derek Bacorn, so on and so forth. Here's kind of the second page, guys that are racing to get locked in. 287 points for Hunter Kent, 285 for Mike McConville. It's tight at the top. They both run into a couple of issues in the last handful of weeks, letting Minto and Moynihan and Hodison close back in. And those 5 really been the class of the field consistency-wise. So let's go ahead and get right in to on-track action. Thomas Lloyd in the 76. Thomas Bacorn for pronunciation. I wish I would have known that, probably 2 months ago. My apologies. Chris Claude, top of the board, 31-31. The initial time to beat. Brandon Meir in the 78 going top of the board. 30.90. So we'll just let these... Yep. Got it. Got it locked up now. Derek Bacorn. We'll be good to go. We got a couple of rookies here tonight. Brockton Packard in the 49 truck. Zephyr Hills, Florida, 11th quickest on his first lap. Title Motorsports bringing a handful of guys here tonight. Brandon Mintos, Tony Benfield, Thomas Lloyd. Top of the board on his second lap, 30.31. Tommy Gossett making his debut here tonight in that 33 truck. That's a time that should put him in contention. And here is Derek Bacorn himself in the 47 Pepsi truck. Now for just kind of an outlap here, slow outlap. 16th time. Looks like Alex Princeton on his second lap. 34.29, 30.36, 6th quickest. Making his debut here this evening. He should have raced his way into the field. Ethan Ball, same thing, making his debut here tonight as well. The 5 guys will be going home. Dakota LaRue, you don't want to be one of yourself because you're right on that bubble of points. We've had full fields the last 2 weeks. Guys making Alexander Gengler his second start. So, love to see the full fields. Bacorn, sorry. I said I had it locked away. He is currently the cutoff man in 20th. That was his first lap. He should have a chance to improve here on the second. On fitting second lap, 31 or 30.5 to improve. Acorn crosses the line, goes third quickest. That'll put him comfortably in, as it is 2/1000ths of a second separating your top three. Brockton Packard, by the way, on pole. Joseph Lester outside front row as it stands, making his second start. Bennett Allen going to take it away, though. 30.28 for 4 drivers. It is 4/1000ths of a second when you round it up. That is insane. Currently, provisional pollster Aaron Mack goes 7th quickest. Gangler, 30.60. Let's kind of bring you up here. We'll just do it how we did last week. Let's just start looking. Get your leaderboard. Jake Watson. As Will Young, 30.259, 1800 of a second. Original pole. Come back to the championship standings in just a second. CJ Erdman goes 16th quickest. Jeremy Parrish, your Rockingham winner on his outlap. Mike McConville about to take the green flag, I believe. Or I think this is his first lap. Let's see. First lap. Go on board with him for his second. Should be pretty wide open in qualifying. Minimize the wheel movement to avoid scrubbing the tires down the back. The car is still in one piece coming out of 4. Don't hit the wall. All the way down to the apron. Low as you can get, 28th to first, 30.21. Flat, nearly half a tenth in it. Continuing his great qualifying results. Still a ton of time still to come from guys that need a lap. Payson Lindsay, gotta have it. James A. Morris, I don't even think we have him on the roster. Let's see. If we can get him in here. He'll need a good lap to get in. Two and a half minutes nearly remaining in this qualifying session. Looks like we now have 41 drivers in here, so we'll send 6 of them home. First lap, 32.11, 40.00. That's got the 88 on the side of the truck. Gotta have it on the second lap. Current cutoff time of 30.45. About 7 tenths, probably 8 tenths to make it comfortable if he wants to race here this evening. Second lap, put some P10. That should be good enough depending on results elsewhere. Now 11th, so he'll be watching it close. Greg Hulls, another one that will need a great second lap, 32.15. Needs about 8 tenths of a second here on the second lap. 38 truck. Will he be racing tonight? He is 20th as it stands. Payson Lindsay, second lap. I think that takes him out of it in the 89. Tane Hodison. Greg Hulls, I think, just got bumped by Diego Rodriguez. Tane Hodison, Eli Tomlin still to come. Very close. Eli Tomlin and then John Wilco comfortably in on points, not going to set a lap time. Hodison's first lap, 30. That is his second lap, 30.47. Excuse me. And Eli Tomlin's. We start trying to see where everyone's going to filter in. He'll need a good second lap. The 29th in point standings has to race his way in. He looks so loose it needs into the wall. And that should do it for this 37 truck. You can see a little bit of a blink, but he'll at least finish the lap. Lone Mutter frustrated. He got loose off two trying to dig. Will not make that sixth start of the season. John Wilco will go start looking through it here, try and piece out who's going to be here, who they're sending home. The drivers below, let's start looking at that. That did not make it in. So you go 21st. Dakota LaRue did not make it into the top 20. Neither did Payson Lindsay. Eli Tomlin. Looks like who else is here? They'll pull it up here in just a second. Quickly update some of these team points. Yeah, Andrew Deemer will not make it in. Looks like Alexander Gangler, Eli Tomlin, so I think that's 3. Bobby Dennis, maybe? We'll pull up your qualifying results here. And the championship standings, maybe. Or just reset the overlay. That's fine. There we go. Qualifying results. Should be coming up here any second now. As they sort through their 5-minute warm-up. Or did we break the overlays, resetting them too many times? Might have just broken it. Let's so have to do it the old-fashioned way. Andrew Deemer, Bobby Dennis, Brandon Meir, Alexander Gangler, what is that, 4? 1, 2, 4? Anyone else disconnect? Eli Tomlin disconnected. I think that's 5. So is it 1 more? Terrible at trying to piece this together. All I know is top 20 in on points, but it's... I'm gonna have to start bookmarking people's names in green for that tower. Plus, it appears that we broke the overlays anyways. So let me do this real quick. Kane Hodison, Title Motorsports. Amigos. Motorsports. $38,095. Be what I need. Anybody else? We had 41. Eli Tomlin, I think, accepted fate, so that's 40. 39, 38, 37, 36. So the 5 not making it, I believe, is Eli Tomlin, Andrew Deemer, Bobby Dennis, Randy Meir, Alexander Gangler. Let's see if we can get our overlays to kick back into gear here. Start of this race. Let me just close out, relaunch, so on and so forth. Into the final few seconds of warm up here regardless. So I think what'll happen is it'll just kick over once the race starts, hopefully. Go, and then let's not get any of this to show up. Come on now, Rickwood. Let's see. Project. $36 trucks all lined up. And tell you what, while they're doing their pace, I hate to do this. Gives me all my information. Just what happened? No, nothing wrong with the overlay. Give it one lap, and if not, I'll just wait till first caution.
What'd I miss?
Overlays don't want to pop up. Come on, make me reset. Five trucks went home. Alexander Gangler, Eli Tomlin, Brandon Meir, Bobby Dennis, and Eli Tomlin. Pace cars off. We don't have overlays. Jeremy Paris on pole with Mike McConville. And we're green.
While you try and figure that situation out, I'm gonna pick Tommy Gossett to win this race.
Gibby.
He did. He's 10th.
Give me Thomas Lloyd. Give it a lap to see if it shows up or not. Try to reset everything. If it doesn't, I'm gonna let him take the reins and we'll be right back. Oh, we got Moynihan loose in front of the field. Still trying to catch it. And there's Tommy Gossett about 6 wide through the grass, and somebody, that's Gossett. Hang on to it.
The yellow is out. My pick to win.
Can't even catch up to him. And while that happens, I'll be right back. All right, I'll mute and let you handle. You rewind it. We won't have coverage of it, but you figured out.
I would talk about Tommy Gossett making evasive maneuvers, getting in the grass, and just getting. You fix this. We're better than this. Can't be having technical difficulties happen as we're planning events.
All right, let's see what we got cooking here. Maybe something, please.
A race with no overlays would just be.
Oh, it sucked the last time we did.
You gotta crank it up redemption. Like,
Oh, at least why you gotta be like this now? Load project tonight now.
Day 9 NASCAR.
Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's recording all the information and like where everybody's at and overtakes. It just doesn't want to show it on the screen. What do we do?
Lights are on the pace car. You got a pace lap here to figure it out.
Properties. Again. $19.20 by 1080. Reset. Oh, we're back. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, we're so indescribably back here. We only missed a lap. Let's do it. We're back. Here we go. Jeremy Paris will lead us down. This is essentially the first start of the race. Any damage on that last record?
Nope.
Just Tommy Gossett.
It was just
out.
Just Tommy Gossett going around.
All right, here we go. Just the volume a tiny bit. There you go. Back.
Go straight to it, crank it up.
All right, let's crank it up then. Let's just take a breather here. We'll crank it up for the first time here live on YJ Media. Thomas Lloyd all over the place, but he is up 8 spots if he can complete this pass on McElroy. Other big movers, Pace and Lindsay, who did actually race still here, still racing, still on the lead lap. And it's side by side for the race lead. McConville to the point here at Kansas. About half a truck length over Paris. Thomas Lloyd right behind that 05. Off. Brockton Packard. Second start. Alex Princeton making his debut tonight. Ethan Ball debut tonight. Mike Hasty DNQ'd last week, recovered well, and he's already up 10 spots. As Tommy Gossett tries to recover from his early spin. A lot going on pre-race, but I think Kansas, what we're already seeing is you can expect some multi-groove racing. Guys trying different things. We see the 76 trying to make that move on the bottom. Some take the lead up top, and there's battles all over this racetrack early on.
I mean, even like behind that, it looked like Will Young was blocking Hunter Kent. He went up to the high side, make sure he couldn't get a nose up there. Little crossover there from Will Young.
To the inside into 3, the 52. Up in that third lane, trying to get the run off. 49 coming with him. That's half a truck length, now a whole truck length as they head off into turn number 1. 41 will fall back in line. Saw Moynihan about eat it on that first lap too. Cut away. 11 spots definitely loose on the first lap, but settled in for now. Nick Hansen, John Crow Sr. side by side. We start to settle in here. I think Kansas is definitely one of the tracks where, because we get kind of this multi-move style, if you're pushing too hard too early, you'll definitely feel it later on in the run. Able to take that second spot away, but he puts it into the fence. Here comes the 05. Here comes the 41. It'll be 3 wide off of turn number 4 down the front stretch. 41 with a 2 for 1 there. Put him up into second. And look at this mess right here. On board with Tommy Gossett. The inside of the 24 right behind that. You see about 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. Down the back.
War Machine was just trying to get out the way. He got loose out of 2.
Like Greg Hulls. It's like he's got some connection issues blinking, so he just did a drive through trying to drop to the back. Bobby Dennis, 68 on the track, number 1 in your hearts, failed to qualify today. Official statement, I suck. It happens. Now, what I'm just impressed, a little surprised that we get 40-plus trucks each and every week. It's a testament to the league, Will Young! Hang on to it. 3 wide for the race lead.
I was paying so much attention to the battles in the back. I didn't realize this group had caught, Mike McConville.
They are going at it. It was Will Young in the lead. Now it was Hunter Kent. Thomas Lloyd says, I want back in. Will Young says, well, hang on. We'll bring it back to where it was. I'll take it back. Jeremy Paris, Mike McConville right there.
Ooh, McConville deadly loose. He got into the wall.
They're all loose. Look at Kent attitude. 3 wide again for the lead. These guys are going at it here. They are loose. It's John Wilco. There's him. And he's about to have a hornet's nest behind him, so he'll want to be careful. Bennett Allen making a big move to the bottom there. Off in turn number 1 it was. 49's got some left side damage there. Brockton Packard. Claude Furlan leads this second group. That's about 6th back to 12th. And Hunter Kent has kind of pulled away a little bit. We say a little bit. It's 0.2 of a second. Here comes Thomas Lloyd right back at it. Look at the momentum he had into turn number 1. Big move to the inside there.
Yeah, just a little bit of draft from that lap down car.
05 Paris has the runoff. 49 deadly loose off turn number 2, trying to hold 7th. Looks like that left side damage disappeared, so simply cosmetic. You can see him fighting the hands here. Here comes Moynihan to the inside. That's a lot to talk about. Further back, they're still lined up single file for the most part. On over CJ Herdman. Taking a peek to the outside of James Morris, and then behind him he's got Dakota LaRue, Keith Long, and Stoney Benfield keeping him company. Look at this mess we have here. About 1st to 11th, 3 seconds, all over the place. 49 starting to drop back just a little bit. He tags the fence. Here comes Aaron Mack in the 70 truck of Mike Hasty to the back of this pack as well.
Ooh. Tommy Gossett pushing it 3 wide through the middle going into turn 1.
Went 2nd to last. There's Payson Lindsay. Can he save it? Yes.
That was a big wiggle. What a catch there.
And Matt continuing to go forward. 96 in the ball in his debut. Up 6 spots from 20th. Tommy Gossett might have caught a piece of the fence there. The 49 going backwards in a hurry at the moment. The lap traffic there. 62 machine just minding his business right now. Lucky dog. And Mac deadly loose. Trying to fight that truck. Jason Lindsay. A lap earlier, about went around. Side by side for 3rd as things might start to calm down just a tiny bit for the race lead, but they heat up everywhere else. Alex Princeton. They are just sliding off of the corner. Gossett. That was your pick to win, I believe, correct?
It was.
That's not a bad pick. Like I said, he went from about 2nd, dead last in the span of 20 laps. He's made it back up to 9th, challenging for 8th.
Yeah, we are a little familiar with Gossett. I believe we called a couple Road to Pro races he was in, like,
he's
years
absolutely
ago.
got the speed.
Yeah. Especially with open setup. I believe he is also a part of Ryko.
Oh, it's been a while since we've figured out who was where, so he got a good setup. We'll just say that.
He definitely does.
He helps make stuff with a good setup. Mike Hasty looked pretty aggressive here. He's in a haste to get to the front. He had to do it. Won't be done. Won't be done. Hunter Kent, 6.5 tenths out in front over Thomas Lloyd. That's a very good lead, considering how tight the rest of the field appears to be. 4 cars under a blanket for 25th. But they're able to navigate mid-corner. Like, they're able to kind of pull the truck down if they feel like they have the grip. They're searching all over the place. They're so loose. Conville down to 8th. Hunter Kent to 1st. He can hold on for a handful of more laps. He'll be sitting pretty with the point standings.
I gotta say, the Gossett thing is like even more impressive when you remember he spun out to start the race, so those tires were already a little used up.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was gonna mention he can't just take a set of tires on that one because he's spun. He's just gonna have to do it until like
Oh, he got a caution.
Oh, it was Joseph Lester. Maybe he was a little bit behind this field. Some smoke, maybe.
Richard Pruitt. Ooh,
let's take a look.
That's not good. Let's run over.
Oh. What happened there? 47 of Derek Bacorn. Yeah, the 24 just kind of backs out of it. And that will clinch the stage for Hunter Kent. Yeah, I guess he didn't want to be 3 wide going off into turn number 1, but that's the last thing the 47 expected. It was not Joseph Lester. He's just going out and business. And that was it. I mean, yeah, it was Richard Pruitt getting run over, and there you go.
I even went back a couple laps just to see if there might have been any beef. No.
So let's see here. This will be... Yeah, that's the conclusion of lap 30 it was. So Hunter can't cross the line there. He'll win stage 1. Once he's done with the pit stop, we'll go talk to him real quick. And a little bit of strategy there. Tommy Gossett, Mike McConville, that's either 2 tires or fuel only. Everybody else took a set of tires. Let's go talk to stage 1 winner.
There's.
What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Here was stage 1 winner, Hunter Kent. It's wild out there tonight, and you were able to at least master the first 30 laps to get that stage win.
Well, when is it not wild? Let me ask you that question.
That's a good point.
We've got a 134-lap race, and we're racing like it's the last lap. And after last week being blocked by all these guys, and then the week we had at Bristol where we got wrecked with 10 to go, and then the week before that, or the week after that at Rockingham when me and Mike both got wrecked, I feel like we've had a truck week in and week out to win, so it feels good to win a stage.
Yeah, 8 starts entering tonight, 5 top 10s. I know, like I said, we had some issues in the last couple of weeks. Average finish now was 10, but 3 weeks ago it was like 4. Still don't have a win, but what do you think you got for him tonight the rest of the way? I know you're always fast.
I think once my truck got out front, we got that clean air. It's just about managing your tires and managing that outside lane, to be honest with you. People doing slide jobs and stuff like that, you got to be mindful of it. But we got a good team, good crew here, and maybe we can actually finish this one out and get a win here.
You look at your teammate right there in 4th as well, so good luck here to you guys on this restart.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
When is it not wild was the quote. He's got a point. So looks like John Wilco will get his lap back. Richard Pruitt did not go a lap down, so it's just Greg Hulls who was dealing with a little bit of internet issues. He is your lucky dog candidate, so assuming he doesn't have any more issues, then he should be able to get back on the lead lap. Start right before we get to this restart. Go ahead and post the Indy 500 Discord sign-up sheet. We got a special event. We should have posted it way before, but we couldn't because we're fixing the overlays. Interested in Indy 500 qualifying this Saturday, race on the 24th. Will be a good time. Back underway.
I have posted it.
Thank you.
It is now pinned.
So the 76-33 on a different tire strategy here. Probably just going to hold out till lap 60, which, you know, at this point, if you're the 33 or the 76, you don't care about season-long points. It doesn't matter, so you can see kind of backed out of it there. The guys on newer tires. I mean, look at the 43 around the outside. Holy smokes. How much extra speed was he carrying? I don't know if it was just a camera angle, but it looked like he was passing everybody standing still. He just might be. That group behind
43
him.
coming alive. We'll get a 43 win before long.
Man. He is on it. So they've dispatched Tommy Gossett on the older tires. He's down to 11th playing the long game. He'll take his first set at lap 60. Thomas Lloyd, very quick, still hanging out there with those older tires. Oh, wait, excuse me. No, he did take tires. My apologies. Who was it? It was Mike McConville that didn't take that extra set. So Thomas Lloyd, hello. Aaron Mack. Thomas Lloyd actually where he should be on the fresh tires, so it looks like he just had a really good pit stop, maybe? But the teammates going to be working together here. Right up to the back bumper, the 05.52. Going to do a little bit of teamwork here. Will Young, 30.73, fastest lap of anybody so far. Payson Lindsay is up 20 positions. Biggest mover of the race. Mike Casey's up 18. CJ Erdman up 16. Up 10. Currently running where his best finish of the season is so far. Very nice 95. It is still early. They're doing a nice job. .76 there. You saw him playing a little bit of games. Doesn't want to give the 52 the draft. Doesn't want to give him any free time if he can help it. 52 knows the importance of clean air. He's seen it time and time again. 76 knows it from last week as well. Stuck behind Quentin Warman.
Surprised to not see him here tonight. I wonder if it was the protest from all the other drivers. He is in voice, though.
52 said managing that outside line. Hunter Kent, let's see. Right now he's in the tire track, just following along. Looks like Allen might have taken fuel. He's only at 11-second pit stop. Tommy Gossett back to 14th. But with an extra set of tires, he should not go a lap down. I think unanimously tires. Yeah, the 49 probably appreciated that caution because he was... Oh, Nick Hansen in the fence. Lose 3, maybe 4, 5, 6 spots here. Oh, contact there between the 88/00 Mike McConville.
Not gonna like that when you're trying to nurse old tires.
Obviously making his debut, but McConville probably has more raw pace, so it's kind of a battle of, I got fresher tires, quicker overall on the season. We don't know what true pace of this 00 is, but you run into stuff like that when you're trying a different strategy. McConville back to 20th, will be under pressure here from a host of cars, back to about 25th, 26th before he gets another break. Here we go. Back up front. It's going to be 3 wide down the back, nearly. And they drop back in the line. They were going for it right there. And 52 knows, all right, I think I'm a little bit quicker. Take advantage of it.
It looks like he's
there as well.
He almost seems content to ride around. He could have had a shot there.
Especially if the draft is keeping you there, knowing that you don't have to push so much. Then he might be content. knowing that he's not really racing the 76 for season-long points. He goes, oh, I was close with McConville. You know, some people keep an eye on that, some don't. But McConville back in 20th, trying not to get killed. So he's going to open up a bit of a points gap here. Tell you who that caution was good for. It was John Wilco. He was a lap down, got the lucky dog, and he's found some consistent pace. Gone from about 35th up to 19th on the restart. Don't have his teammate here, Rich Jett, so he's doing the same thing that his teammate did. Slowly marching forward. His teammate proud, I'm sure. It's carbon copy of what he does, and look at this mess here.
Couple of cars back here, somewhat fighting for 20th. They're about to be 3 wide. Thought that 47 was gonna force it. Didn't look like much of a hole there.
Just a note for you. I kept calling him Derek McCorn. It's Derek Bacon. The Acorn. Okay, well, he's thinking about it 3 wide again. Right through the middle. Mackin drives it in real deep. He's going to clear Giesbrecht, as is the 47. 19's right there as well. Mackin stays ahead of both of them. 19 looks like he hit the apron. He washed all the way up the track. Giesbrecht into the wall himself. Aaron Mack right there behind him.
Mackin with a little bit of a dive on the 11, or I see the 38. My bad, wrong number. I got bad eyes.
Broken out here. Ron Fitting, Dakota LaRousse. That's side by side for 33rd. Chris Claude's right there. So they are battling literally the last 3 trucks on the lead lap, still going at it.
If they do too much of that, the leaders are going to catch up to them. They're about half a straight. Ooh, the 05, Jeremy Paris in the wall. He's going to drop down to 5th.
That look. We had just cut back to it. That looks like some pretty. Well, he just. What happens here? He just kind of just casually got up in there. We cut back to it. I thought it was a huge hit. But he's just kind of holding it up there. Not a whole lot of damage, but a whole lot of time lost for sure.
When he gets in the wall right in front of him.
But look, he's not scared to go right back up there. He's like, all right, keep doing it.
It happens.
If you're already up there, you're not going to hit it as hard. So that's the mentality there if you're running that line.
Yeah, 100 can't.
I was going to make a big move here, I think. He's trying to. He's not going to get clear. 76 right on him. Got him a little loose there. Tell that 52 was fighting it. 76 not going to give up that outside. Benfield under pressure from John Crow Sr. Matt Mackin under pressure from Hodison.
Gotta say, with 2 cautions so far, it really feels like these laps are just taken away.
Yeah,
already down 10 to go to the next stage.
10 to go. Stage 2, and it's anybody's ball game here between these two, specifically. Will Young, if something happens, is right there to take advantage. As they are catching, like you mentioned, a couple of those trucks at the back of the field, they are at a blistering pace, the leaders are. In this it's not even 30 laps, but we get the caution 30, so they have absolutely shot themselves out of a cannon in the second 30 laps. And they're going to catch them in those 9 laps. They'll be there. Last lap for your 32.48. Last lap for Chris Claude, 33 so 6-ish, 7/10 of a second. Look at that. I mean, there's just a giant. They're going. Gap to 15th. is 15 seconds. So this is one where if you've dialed in your truck, you're going to reap the rewards. You see how loose they're driving it. If you can't drive that, you gotta slow the pace down. I mean, 20th, 25 seconds back. We know that's McConville on old tires, but the guys around him are not. They're on the same strategy. So it's all about kind of the piece you brought here tonight. Right now, these front three have Rocky Peace. We haven't seen that 52 go for the big slide job yet. He's going down to the bottom, but he's letting it naturally rise up. Not trying to throw the slider. Now he's going to defend second. The 41 is trying that slider, though. That was an aggressive move, and I don't blame him because Will Young is moving. He closed right back in on him. He said, I'm close enough. I'm going to throw the slider. And he went for it.
You're going to be getting into traffic. It's going to be a big part for the interstage, too, I would assume.
Huge part. Yeah, let's say we got a Joseph Lester fan in chat. We just said Lester. He's running 18th right now. He started 8th. Had to qualify his way in, and he did so. Here comes the 76 onto the 10. And it's gonna be a fierce battle here to stay on the lead lap, because then you have the 10. All right, I'm a lap down. The car in front of me is right there. Oh, the 99 gets loose.
I lose.
And just like that, that's what I said. The 10's gonna have to try and take advantage of that, and he did. So he's back. He's in lucky dog position, but then there's a 96 right there.
There's just car after car in front of the 76 right now.
There's damage on that 96, so this shouldn't be too much of a fight. So then Ethan Ball's like, all right, I'm in the lucky dog position. We're closing down here 4 laps to the end of the stage.
Toto LaRue and Ron Fitting.
Ron Fitting's probably safe because he's got 8/10 to him. So Ron Fitting, even if he gets lapped, I think he's got it. If you're Dakota LaRue, you don't want that to happen. Don't get up to Ron Fitting. I honestly, it's a big pace difference, but if you can hold him up 1 lap just to make sure that he can't get to Ron Fitting.
Yeah, there are just times in your life where
you just got to do it.
You got to channel your Ryan Newman, all right? You got a stage coming. Yeah, you got a caution block.
Just don't, especially in this corner. Just hold him up 1 corner. He's not gonna. Just hold him up 1 corner. Don't do anything malicious. Just kind of run up there. That's about as good as you can ask for. He didn't completely clear out the way. It's 2 laps. He's not going to pass 2 trucks. He's also got to defend from behind.
We are Ryan appreciators in this household.
Every time Dale Jr. got next to him, Juan Pablo Montoya, I was like, yeah, we're stuck for at least 15 laps. Here's Will Young right here. How does specifically this 36, he's going to go to the middle. Will Young going to be held up here. Does he fall back now that he's 3 wide? Not quite. He kept his foot in it.
Oh, it looks like 76 caught the wall there.
He's good. White flag in stage 1. There's someone behind in the fence. On the front stretch, we saw it in the background. Someone had nailed the fence.
Oh, Hunter kick!
Into the fence himself off the nose of the 36. Through 3 and 4 for the final time in stage number 2. Will Young tried everything, but it's going to be Hunter Kent. Diego Rodriguez is crashing, coming to the line. Brandon Minto through the grass. He's in 8th, now 9th. Here comes 10th, and Benfield crosses the line. Minto gets 9th. Yellow is out. Holy smokes, there's a lot going on here. Diego Rodriguez is parked. Inside of turns 1 and 2. That right front looks killed. And that is who we saw it in the background. That ended up being Diego Rodriguez. Just got tight, then loose, overcorrected right front. Thanks for coming. Knight over for the 21 in terms of any sort of competitiveness. And then Brandon Minto. Should get help here from Moynihan. Yes, coming to the stage. He's just going to keep his foot in it. It crosses the line 9th. Caution comes out after he's 10th. I think he does officially keep the position over Benfield. Holy smokes. Thomas Lloyd, your stage winner.
What a finish for everything but first.
And it was a decent finish for first, even.
I mean, Will Young, he got to the back bumper, but jeez, everything else happening around him.
Whew. All right, let's see if we go get a quick word in with your stage 2 winner. Here with Nerve Racing, Tommy Gossett, Thomas Lloyd, Quentin Warman. Thomas Lloyd, your stage 2 winner here this evening. And what is being it's a very exciting race. Battle for the lead's pretty intense all night long. What do you think you got here as we head into the final stage?
I think I got a lot of speed in this truck. It's really good setup this week, so obviously had to fight most of that first stage with people racing hard. It's kind of hard to save tire, but I think in this final stage, since it's way longer, I think people will save and it'll make it a whole lot easier to kind of do what I want. But I mean, I was pretty loose there, but we made some adjustments on this pit stop, so hopefully I can pull away and walk away with it.
Absolutely. And now, we've seen for pretty much everybody tonight that it is wrecking loose, but I guess that's apparently the fast way around here just to be... I mean, people are coming out turn 2 sideways, but that's just the way it seems to be set up for most people tonight.
Yeah, it's a very fine balance, and I felt like I was a little bit too much on the looser side for that run, so I'm hoping this adjustment I made will help it out for this last, 70 laps.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the stage 2 win. Coming back here for the restart. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
See, I personally can't do all the open setup stuff, you know. Just too much adjustment. But I like that these guys that put the time in, they have the option to tinker on these pit stops. Say, it's a little bit too loose. I made some adjustments. We'll see if I can get this truck even faster. We'll put an extra lap back on. Go green next time by. But I do like that. The guys that invest the time, they rise to the top.
I was gonna say, it kind of sad on your part because we got the guys for it too. we have set up.
As long as I don't have to do it. Like, I just tell them, hey, truck loose, you fix it. And they'd be like, hey, that's the way you drive, stupid.
Like, guys we've worked with, you know, they built me a winning machine. That's saying something. Like, I'd be up there racing for about 2.5 laps with pro drivers. I would fall off because I don't know how to save tires, but I was there.
I was there for 2 whole laps, man. Never forget that Auto Club race for you. P5 looks like, yeah, I'll have to update that next week. Well, actually, I could update it now, technically. Let's hope I don't, let's try not to break the overlay. Kind of. If that breaks it, then I'll just be upset. And we got back just in time for the restart. That's as long as we didn't break it. Break it? No, it even updated. How about that? Umi Motorsports sitting in the 5th position right now. Alright, no more guaranteed cautions. We have 32 trucks on the lead lap. Chris Quad, Nick Hansen battling for the lucky dog. Ethan Ball 2 laps down. And Diego Rodriguez, the first retirement of the evening. Oh, it's somebody. Oh, we got trouble in front here. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they are spreading out.
That's a terrible camera
Logan
angle there.
Giesbrecht?
That's the 95 of John Crow.
Oh,
Sr.
47's going around.
98's going around. There's a lot going on there. No caution.
There's going to be a lot of drivers hoping for one, though.
There was so much happening there. And I was like, oh, it's got to be a caution. Not quite. So let's just real quick. This is right kind of at the front of the field. Ish. Back. 95, 62 getting together. 95's going around. He's breaking through the grass. Man. They all just stack up all over the place. Oh, then the 47 gets hit right there. They stay green. That's going to spread everybody out right at the start of this thing. Congo way back now in 27. You hate it if you're the 47. You lost all that time. No cautions even going. We stay green, so yeah, just...
You're just going to have to fight. Hope you can stay ahead. We saw how fast the leaders caught, you know, the back of the pack last stage.
Right. Thomas Lloyd back out in front. Still there, I should say. Hunter Kent, where did he end up? He is down in 17th because he had to fix damage after that incident with Dakota LaRue. He had a 50-second pit stop. So he's back to 16th now, passing him up one at a time. Back in that midfield hornet's nest. The Urban having a great run here in that 94 truck. Tommy Gossett gonna take 6th spot away. Top 3 single file. Furlong trying to get there. And we're just kind of waiting for him to show that pace that he had last season. He's had good runs. And had good finishes there. Good first and W. As he settled into a good position here. Matt Mack and John Crow Sr. 3rd, 95 up against the wall. Pull ahead down the back straightaway from on board there. Conville was 27th, a handful of laps ago. Now he's 22nd. Some tire smoke there from somebody. Dakota LaRue, Logan Giesbrecht back of this pack. Let's go on board here with Will Young as he tries to find a way around our race leader. Basic shortest way around the racetrack. Will Young trying to build up some momentum, maybe have a shot at going into turn 3. That was a strong corner for Lloyd. He'll hold the lead still. What might slow him down is his internet, apparently. Oh, and that's the 70 truck. He had sparks flying out of it, it looked like there. Did he hit the wall out of 4? It's very possible. Or did he just back way off to not hit it. Looks like he just was out of the throttle there. 19 goes by. The 08 gets around. Does punch on Kent, but he keeps the truck in one piece. Keeps the right front on it. Self-preservation
lap
there.
traffic.
Oh,
Pace and Lindsay going lap down.
what happened to him?
No idea. I saw him.
He's got some. Oh man, he's got some damage. When did he get run over? That is evil.
Oh, back on lap 71. Yeah, someone drove through the back of him.
Explain why he's a lap down.
John Crowe Sr. I don't think I've ever said John Crowe Sr.'s name involved in something. Yeah, just drove through the back of Pace and Lindsay. No caution. He kept it straight for the most part.
Here we go. We had to go find it manually. Man. Yeah, that thing is unstable. It's a matter of minutes before he's got what he needs.
Man,
that does not look comfortable to drive. What does look comfortable to drive is this 76. But John Crowe Sr. is now in. Pace and Lindsay gonna pass him. It's the battle for 31st. He just took it.
Pace and Lindsay's truck is wobbling down the straightaway.
Look at it. Oh, man. He's just trying to hope for a caution because he doesn't want to lose more time. But brother, you're about to be the caution. That was not your fault, but that thing is junk. That is a horrible looking drive. Oh, I don't envy that on anybody. You're doing about 175 down the straight.
Oh, it's getting loose.
Oh, my goodness. Minto through the middle, Sylvain Jolie up top. Mike Hasty was taking a peek at the bottom, but he'll fall back in line. Now too wide. Boy, look how high up he is there. He get the run off. Alex Princeton right there. A little bobble with the 08 though. Allows the 31. Aaron Mack. He was thinking about it right there.
I want to say, Minto would have been my pick to win, but then I saw on stream he has a Thunder paint scheme. I just can't do that.
2x2 here. Oh. That.
You got a caution.
Yeah, and it was, in fact, Pace and Lindsay. That is, we've been calling that for forever.
Yeah, just going through too.
It's just,
It's loose on him. He can't catch it.
I mean, that's just evil to drive. Scorches his tires up.
Keeps him from going 2 laps down, though.
I mean, he won't get this lap back, but he'll be able to fix some damage. And I mean, honestly, probably could have been a couple cautions on that, so I guess it evens out. Nick Hansen should be your lucky dog, giving us 31 trucks back on the lead lap, and it'll be very close. 50. Close to making it on fuel. I imagine in 20 laps, do you bolt on a set of tires?
I don't see it happening.
Man. I don't know if you want to go 50 laps. That down. Tony Benfield coming in though, so we got a handful. Yeah, it's a mixed bag here. And what would be their second set of tires? So they have one left. Or for some of them. Some of them have one set left. Some of them, this will be their last set. So it's a mixed bag all over the place now. Should get the one to go this time by. What, 51 to go? Got a couple guys probably gonna top off for fuel here. So like I said, it'll be close, very close.
And we should use the caution to talk about our Indy 500 coming up.
There's always another caution.
By the way,
Go ahead and
link in
post,
chat.
go ahead and post a sign up link too. Might as well. Some people join the Discord. There's a sign up link right there.
We're at 34 responses.
32 because 2 of them couldn't make it after
All
signing
right.
up. So we're at 32. One more for a full field. 2 more signups. And we have bump day qualifying this Saturday.
Can we not remove responses?
We can.
Yeah, we can.
I just haven't.
We're professional.
Here we go. Pace car's off. 50 or so laps to go. Thomas Lloyd has taken control since the end of the first stage, and a great restart for that 76 truck. Still a lot on the line here. 31 trucks on the lead lap. Chris Kwan, Casey Lindsay is battling for the Lucky Dog Ethan Ball, still 2 laps down by himself. John Crow Sr. by himself. It is an absolute mess. Look at Mike McConville trying to get some track position here. He's going right through the middle of everybody. Need at least 3 spots here. C's got a pardon for him.
We got a truck on the wall. I believe that's Sylvain Jolly?
Jolie.
Ooh, Minto. It almost went around.
Drew Pruitt taking advantage around the outside. Now look at the inside of Jolie. Great battles here. Restarts being pure chaos. 49 to the bottom. We 3 wide on the front stretch. 53 though should have the run into turn number 1 to clear. Well, not quite. Look at the 49. He gassed it up. He's going to go 2 for 1 here. Nearly 3 for 1. He just throttled up there and said, all right, well, I'm going to throttle up. And I'm going to take these spots. Holy. Oh, there's going to be trouble.
Oh, contact.
Will Young somehow hung on to it. Tommy Gossett puts himself on the wall but makes the pass into 5th. Here comes Brockton Packard. Shot out of a cannon. He's not saving tires whatsoever. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, there's a little bit more pace in it. He is. That was 0.7 of a second quicker than your race leader on that last lap. So now at this point, if you got this much clean air, now you can start saving tires. These tires are going to last a long way. He's pitted 3 times. He should not have a set of tires remaining.
This is where you go full throttle the entire way. You need tires, you come back and you put on scuffs.
He ain't got no scuffs. This is what he's got. So he is. You say, you know what? I'll get some airtime at the very least.
Him and the Charlotte 49ers.
Look at this mess. If they don't get a caution the rest of the way, actually, it would work for them. If this went caution-free, everyone behind him has to hit the field. Either that, or if you make it from lap 82, you just have to, I don't know. If they can't make it from lap 82, everyone still has a pit stop remaining. So if this went green to the end, and you're already so far out ahead, they come into pit, then you're really far out ahead. But, the odds of caution-free when you have mess like this, non-existent. Payson Lindsay, 4 seconds behind Chris Claude for the lucky dog. You imagine at some point, also if it, I'll tell you what, it's kind of a twofold thing. But he's got the fresher tires. It's just all gonna depend on that last caution if and when we get one. And he's saving fuel, so he is praying for no caution. Cause let's go on board. He is committed to. I've taken my last set of tires. I don't want another caution. Which he's gotta go a long way.
We got a new P2, Greg Holtz.
Well, we hit the apron there. He's on the same strategy. Tire-wise, but Greg Holes is not saving fuel. Go on board with him here. The RPM, 7,000. Packard, he's picked it back up, though. He wasn't saving there, but last lap he had shut it off. Mike McConville coming through on lap 82. So about half the field put it on lap 82, 83. Then the other half put it at the end of stage 2. And it'll be very... Obviously, the guys that put it at the end of stage 2, they have to make another pit stop for both fuel and tires, because they have one more remaining. Guys that put it at 82 are on the super aggressive alternative strategy, trying to catch the cautions right. 40 to go this time by. Had, what, 4 cautions so far tonight?
I remember 3, but likely 4.
It was 3.
I think it's 4 with a stage, right?
4 with the stage. Yeah, 4 total cautions tonight. It's not like it's the most been fairly clean on it. Thomas Lloyd 3 seconds behind the leader. He nearly gets up into the fence. Here comes Mike McCondo to the inside. Another one of these drivers on that lap 82 strategy. Next on the lap 82 strategy is James Morris. He pitted lap 83, so he's got an extra lap of fuel in his truck. I'll be curious. He's back here in the draft. He doesn't have the clean air, but is he saving fuel? At least not on purpose. We're in for a barn burner here. There, he's shutting it off. He's trying to save a little bit of fuel. So if you're lap 83, you're feeling real good about yourself. You have that extra lap, and you're in 7th. If we don't get a caution, it is a massive. It has never been bigger. We have 40 laps.
Especially when you can just pick a driver in the field and look back and see him 2 wide, potentially almost 3.
They're battling for 28. Not saying that's where the caution's coming from, but I mean there's battles all over the racetrack. 3 wide down the back here, nearly.
Say Pace and Lindsay getting into it.
Payson Lindsay's trying to catch Chris Claude for the lucky dog and salvage something from this race. He's got the gap from 4.4 to 2.2. He's cut it in half. He's driving like a bat out of hell. Just look at all this in front. Keith Long now has actually overtaken James Morris, and he's the next one on the lap 82 strategy, along with Dakota LaRue. So you can kind of see this strategy come into play. Top 4 alternate strategy. Morris, Long, 83, Hunter Kent, 62, Moynihan, 62. It's curious that McConville went on with this alternate strategy because we know he's got the speed, but I think he had just gotten shuffled out due to trying to save a set of tires. So it's just kind of curious how this plays out.
And he could also fear not necessarily having the same speed as, you know, Hunter Kent and or Jeremy Paris, Will Young. Like the guys he was struggling with. I don't want to say, you know, fully he was scared of it, but like this could give you a leg up.
So now here's something to consider as well. As we get in a strategy race, we're having to think about this. Everybody else that's not on lap 83 came in at 62. You know, it was 82 or 83 or 62. We're about 40 laps into this run. So in 10 to 15 more laps, we don't have to go caution-free to the end. Just 10 to 15 more laps, and these guys will be coming down for green flag pit stops. They're already a little bit behind. And then they'll take that green flag pit stop and be a whole lap behind with about less than 30 to go. So that they're going to have to make up a lot of time. But then there's also something to consider. How well do these guys save their tires, save their fuel? Do they have to manage at the end of the run to make it? That is the guys that pitted on lap 82, 83. And how much time, like, it's all happening right now. As you see, Mike McConville is reeling in Brockton Packard. And even so, Thomas Lloyd is only 2 seconds behind Packard now because the pace has dropped back off. 32.75 for Packard. Thomas Lloyd 32.65 with 20 lap older tires, so he is quicker than the race leader, at least on that lap, and that was with him in traffic. But how much are these guys going to give up at the end of this race? Great battles back here. And who, I imagine if you're anyone on the lap 62 strategy, you're going to absolutely run it dry. You have no choice to. There's no blinking first because you don't want to give up that much time if possible.
Well, they're coming in. That's
And they're
Gossett
wrecking.
and Lloyd.
And yellow
It's
is
a
out.
yellow. Oh no. That was an aggressive entry, but
So they both just spun out.
yeah.
And he might have gotten a penalty from that. It'll be borderline with the way iRacing does it sometimes, but...
Man.
And I'll just go ahead and say this, though, like... I'll just say it. You kind of have free reign to say it, but, like, that's actually best case scenario for them because they've been two of the quickest trucks, and it's a simple self-spin. So that, I mean, that literally, like... That was almost a gift. Like... It's not saying it's intentional. They were clearly trying to just get on pit road hard and not lose time, but... It absolutely saves them. At the same time. Not intentional, though. Looks like Chris Claude finally getting the lucky dog. Does McConville have a set left? Yes, he does. Oh, and then never mind. So listen, I was told 4 sets, but I guess some of these guys saved one, and so never mind. It's not as. I was thinking 4 total. They pitted. I don't know how they did it. I guess they saved a set.
I mean, they do have 4 total.
Yeah.
A lot of drivers saved a set in 2.
Fair
in stage 2.
Fair enough. I was thinking it was curtains once that caution came out, but I just go off how many times they pitted in total. You can't check the tires off everybody. So now here's an interesting thing. Another twist. The only man that has stayed out was Brandon Minto. Pitted on lap 82. And he's hoping that they go about 15 laps, wreck one more time, and he'll put on his final set of tires and have a tremendous offset. We'll see how this plays out for him. We're bunching them all back up together inside 30 to go, so I imagine it's going to get a bit chippy, like it normally does.
I mean, we're almost guaranteed 2 more cautions here.
Absolutely. So now with Chris Claude getting the lucky dog, Payson Lindsay. He should be dropping him back. He should be 1 down. Because Chris Claude got the lucky dog. Now it's Payson Lindsay 1 lap down. Ethan Ball still 2 laps down. He's just been kind of stuck. Lindsay 1 down. Ethan Ball 2 laps down. John Christian 3 laps down. So that's kind of has it. Brandon Minto, your race leader. We've shook up the order there a little bit. As I said, Thomas Lloyd did not get a penalty for a commitment cone violation. They just lost time with their self-spins. Starts 12th, Thomas 17th. You see the fresh tires. Mike McConville back out on point. Through the second. Minto's going to have to survive what's about to happen to him. Morris got shoved off into turn number 3 from that, I believe, was Greg Holmes. That was the 38 machine, yeah.
Ooh, we've got a caution.
Hansen off track, Sylvain Jolie.
Ooh, what is this? Is this Richard Pruitt? Having weird internet issues?
Oh my goodness. That's absolutely what it was. Mason Lindsay says thank you very much. As long as he wasn't in. Yeah, he just kind of. He was already getting loose. And then. Poor Ron Fitting. Nowhere to go. Steve Herring, nowhere to go. There's Wilco, Sylvain Jolie, Nick Hansen, Stoney Benfield, Matt Mackin. And then Payson Lindsay. Yeah, he knows how to play the game. Caution's out. As long as you don't get even a 0x, you're a lucky dog, so. Payson Lindsay back on the lead lap. And we know he's got some decent speed. He'll be making a late charge, I'm sure. Good news for Ethan Ball. He's now the first man a lap down. He's 2 laps down, but possible on every 10 laps now. Be 22 laps to go on the restart, I believe.
I also believe that, but Don't believe I ever said numbers were my strong suit. While we are under caution, and we have 21 people in here, mention the YJ Media Indy 500 going on in 2 weeks, almost?
How you not know when it is? Qualifying is this Saturday, May 17th.
On the 17th?
May 17th from 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We currently have 32 drivers signed up. 2 more sign up. We got bump day qualifying. Some people will be going home. Saturday, May 24th at 3 Eastern is when the green flag will fly. Session opens at 2:30 Eastern for the warm-up, final preparations. Saturday, May 24th, 3 p.m. Eastern. Do the race.
This Discord link is pinned in top of chat.
Winner
there
gets
is a
$200. Runner-up gets 75.
Third place gets 20.
Runner-up gets 50, and then third place gets $25.
Yeah. And we have a donation link set up in the Discord if there is any, generous benefactors out there wanting to, potentially raise the prize pool more. Half of the donations will go back into the prize pool, and half will, go to us because we deserve it.
Something like that, and then it helps us offset the original prize pool and the sessions that we'll put up ourselves. So, not required, but yeah.
Not required, but appreciated. Again, Discord link in chat. There's a sign up in chat.
Come out and run some indie. That Discord will also be used for future special events and then kind of like our any kind of racing thing that we put on ourselves. That'll be the kind of hub for it. So here we go. Back. Attention turned here. 23 laps to go and they get the restart. Mike McConville, your race leader, 23 turns into 22. 22 laps to go and big moves from Bennett Allen. Little LaRue was having none of it. Low. Sun's starting to set. Hunter Kent pushing Bennett Allen down the back straightaway.
Oh, Moynihan, he gets loose.
Oh, up into the
Gossett,
fence.
he's going to be in the wall.
3 wide all over the place. Gossett trying to recover again. He's 17th. Thomas Lloyd back to 10th. Kent won stage 1. Lloyd won stage 2. Neither of them right now out in front. They don't have the track position. They're trying to get back up there. Here comes Lloyd. 35, Joseph Lester right in front of him. Like you said, you gotta have to work through this. Everyone's on fresh tires. You're gonna have to make moves, but if you just absolutely send the slide, you'll burn your stuff up for those final, 10, 5 laps when you need them the most. Jeremy Paris slides up in front of Lloyd. He's boxed in. 35 actually goes up high, though, so that gives a 76 the lane. Just like that, he's by both of them. Thomas Lloyd to 7th, Hunter Kent to 5th. Toto LaRue is what separates them, but not for much longer. Mike McConville leads over Brockton Packard by a 10th and a half. Inside of 20 to go now. I argue the 2 fastest trucks all day, 5th and 6th now. Hunter Kent back out in front. It was like that in stage 1. Stage 2 went to the 76.
Ooh, another caution.
Oh, Moynihan piles in. The Will Young's in it. The 75's in it. The 1's in it. The big one.
Well, here's some blown engines. This is going to shrink the field.
To Will Young. Oh, that is vicious. And he's just sitting there. Moynihan just kills him. That is wicked. On board with Moynihan. He sees the tire smoke. He doesn't even see Keith Long until it's far too late. At least from this cockpit angle. I mean, he knows that there's something going on. But it's the perfect, I don't see it. Right there is when he could first see it. That point is too late. Let's check out what started this. Here's Will Young. The 43 and the 38 kind of wash up a little bit. They check up. The tiniest bit of netcode right there's what starts getting them turned around because the 41's coming in. 71 checks up for the 43-38 in front of him. Gets him turned around. There's Aaron Mack. 41 bounces off the inside wall. And then pure chaos on the bottom side of the racetrack as well as he's bouncing up the hill. Able to lock it down in time into Stony Benfield, who then goes up and gets the 1 truck, the 08. Track of the night that definitely takes a handful of people out. Ethan Ball should be the lucky dog, and he is 1 lap down. Let's see there, Matt Mackin out, Will Young out, Keith Long for all intents and purposes out of the race as well. He's on pit road, but he's going to be able to do. 15 laps to go.
I think I said we had at least 2 cautions, and we've hit that already.
So I'm curious, that caution, that doesn't really do a whole lot, maybe for Hunter Kent and Thomas Lloyd. They were really right there anyways, so now it just brings everyone behind them back into it, so they, I don't know, it's kind of a net nothing. You know McConville's going to do all he can to keep everyone behind him. What does Brockton Packard have? What does James Morris have in their debut? Lester Greg Rose in the top 10 on their debut as well. Back here for the restart, 15 laps to go. It's a giant checkup. And that's going to put Hunter Kent back behind Thomas Lloyd. Shallow to the 49. It's going to be 3 wide. They're giving the 76 the bottom from 5th to 2nd. Nearly 4 wide. He's nearly got 5th to 1st. Look at the run the 76 had. They're wrecking behind them. They're coming back up the track. And
no caution.
What
no
in the
wreck.
world? How did they not kill each other? In all of this, Thomas Lloyd went 5th to 1st in a straightaway. McCondo going to send it back in, trying the slider. He's not going to get there. It's going to wash
we got
up.
A caution.
Caution.
Oh, that's Claude Furlan going around.
Holy smokes. What can go wrong will go wrong to this 43 truck this season.
Man.
Just gets cleaned out by the 94 into James Morris.
I mean, it looks like more netcode than just really cleaning them out. Want to,
Check the alternate angle here.
I mean, I saw it from far away. I could have been very wrong, but it looked like there was like a little bit of space between them.
Oh, yeah. From the far chase always tells you the true intent here. TJ Erdman. He's been pretty respectful all season. So, yeah, just netcode's going to start that. James Morris, nowhere to go down the track. And they're lucky that No one got right hooked there. But take a look at this. The lap before. Oh, here we go. That's perfect. 5th place. Just drives it in. They all wash up battling each other. Not even. It's James Morris. Or Jeremy Paris. There's a lot going on there. Yeah, that was this is the lap before. See, it was James Paris before he got involved with the wreck. Thomas Lloyd watching all of this transpire. 5th to 2nd. And he just has a fantastic run. And he gets to the inside there. And then Morris and Bennett Allen. I was like, oh, this just kills everything. He doesn't let him back up. Or I guess, man, they're just into it. And I was like, yeah, they're dead. Absolutely dead. And just by some miracle, they avoid it all. Kondo gets thrown off the high side, just checks it down to the left. There's Packard right behind him. Big Sen into 3 has the advantage. Contact is made, and I think it's going to give him the lead off of that still image. And I don't know. 76 looks ahead there at time of caution, but it's iRacing, last scoring. I don't know how they do it. And that is that. Ethan Ball finally back on the lead lap with that. 10 laps to go. Thomas Lloyd's right where he needs to be on the front row. Hunter Kent's going to be stuck behind him. What does McConville have? He knows what's going on. He knows where Thomas Lloyd is at. I'm sure now. If he didn't before, he knows now.
How many cautions do you think we can fit here in the next 9 to 10 laps?
2 more. Get 5.
2 more.
5 in the final 30. Mike McConville, though, gets the lead. Can he take advantage? Is a little bit lucky. What can he do with it? It's the exact start that he needed, and the 76 will be side by side going into turn number 1. That is the perfect start.
Oh,
for
they were almost 4 wide behind them. They are 3. They are 4. There's
beating and banging like at the short track. It's Kansas Motor Speedway. 49 challenging for second.
He's going around.
There's Bennett Allen. There's the 38. Greg Holes, Mike Hasty. Big hits for some of these guys back here.
That 15 got off the ground there for a second.
They're 4 wide. There's Bennett Allen, Greg Holes, Mike Hasty, Payson Lindsay. 38 just comes down and gets the 70. He had more room outside, but he probably doesn't know that. He's thinking I'm 4 wide turns. 70 into the 15, back end. But yeah, like I said, almost came up a little bit. Contact there, and they all avoid it. Somehow, some way. They are going for it at the end here. It looks like Packard was able to keep second at the time of caution, so Thomas Lloyd back to 3rd now. Right. See, again, I'm thinking... Let's just back this up. I thought 76 was ahead there too. He's just getting hard done by these time of cautions. But it's not the worst thing in the world because he'll restart behind the race leader. He could probably take second back on the run down to turn 1. He'll just jump with McConville. Let's see what he does. It'll be 6 laps to go. A lot of cars on pit road fixing damage. 29 trucks on the lead lap, I believe. James Morris and Moynihan have been on pit road multiple laps. Matt Mackin out of the race. Keith Long pretty much out. Will Young out. John Crow Sr. has been on pit road for 12 minutes. Diego Rodriguez out of the race. Marion started 34th. He's on for a top 20 right now. Richard Pruitt. Alright, he's been involved in a lot tonight trying to recover. Trying to get something out of this. He was involved in our most recent cautions. A couple of guys at the back still trying. I mean, they're all on the lead lap, 29 trucks. I mean, there's a lot to 28 now. Brinson came back in. He'll go a lap down here. Going back out, but I don't think he's going to catch the pace car. Yeah, he's not even to. He's kind of be stuck in 29th all by himself. But here we go. Pace car's off. McConville had a great restart last time. What can he do here? Oh, 49 got a great jump. McConville, the lowest part of the apron, trying to get any sort of advantage. 49 is right there. 76 is right there. 52 is right there as well.
Here comes 33.
Tommy Gossett looking to the outside. There's a 49 trying to block that run from Lloyd. That's like 33 to the inside. That's Connor Kent that was making a move to the outside. Where did Payson Lindsay come from? 3 wide behind them. Multiple trucks in the wall. Nick Hansen around. Caution's out. Up and over for Dakota LaRue. More pile in behind.
Man.
Holy smokes. That'll take us to natural green, white, checkered. Haven't had a whole lot of those this season. Oh, man. So back this up. We saw it happen with Nick Hansen. Multiple trucks bounce off the wall. Oh, he's just going to get hit there by Joseph Lester. Yeah, he's getting squeezed by the 36, so he comes down. Going to get him around. It's just chaos from there. Coming down the track, there's the 38. Kind of a secondary incident behind this. Yeah, he sees the wreck, just gets low, going to turn himself off the 47. He almost comes off the ground into Tane Hodison, into the back of Nick Hansen. Richard Pruitt going to snake through the middle there. As does the 31 machine of Aaron Mack. Man.
I will say it's incredibly funny for Tommy Gossett in the actual race chat, but he is live on Twitch at like T Gossett Racing. I go and he's not live. Man's trying to steal our viewers. He's not even live.
Oh, look at that. I think slight contact. And Richard Pruitt gets a great view of this as well. job. Nice job for Richard Pruitt sneaking through that. And we got time. We can go back. Move they were making down the back before that caution came out. This was the restart. 5, 6 in line. Hunter Kent makes that initial move, opens up the bottom for Gossett. Challenging all the while, trying to sneak in there with the 76. Work off of 4. Yeah, Thomas Lloyd actually does get to keep second this time. Caution comes out right when he's side by side with that 49 again. That little bump from Hunter Kent going to save him. It is not green white checkered. Not over, or it is a green white checker, but it's not overtime. This is a natural green, then white, then checkered. They wreck again before they get back to the white. Then we're in overtime. Fuel should not be a concern for anybody regardless of overtime, so nothing to worry about there. 28 trucks on the lead lap. Last couple of incidents have taken out Nick Hansen and James Morris. So put us back down to 28 trucks. Here we go. Oh, we're wrecking immediately. Welcome to overtime.
Oh, I was going to say the caution didn't come out, but it finally... Snap it!
That's going to kill their chances after all of that. It ends 10 feet after a restart. Now what happens here? Oh, 49 just... Yeah. Did not get going. Jammed it up trying to get...
I was going to say, it looked like a money shift.
Did he money shift, or did he just not shift up? Let's find out.
I mean, look how fast he loses speed.
No, because it doesn't blow the motor, but it doesn't... I'm not... He's here up through the RPM 6,000, 7,000. You hear it bounce off the limiter. So either way, he just completely bots the shifting there. Unfortunately, Tommy Gossett absolutely... He's not happy with it. I don't blame him. Yeah, he was not happy. Just did not get through the gears. Whether it's money shift or just did not get through the gears.
There's my pick to win.
See yeah, I understand he's not happy, but yeah, I mean, not much to see from the onboard here from Gossett's point of view. Show it to you anyways.
It just looks like it locks up. Like with how fast, like...
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I would assume money shift and it just somehow didn't blow the motor. Is why I'm...
A little tail tap, man.
So now, you have Thomas Lloyd to second on the outside. Hunter Kent will be restarting behind McConville. Hasten Lindsay pitted at 117. I don't know if that was for tires. Minto has a fresh set, but he's mired back in traffic. He pitted at 122 for his last set of tires. It's officially overtime. Yeah, officially. I don't think we've had one in a long, long time. But it is one of 3. 3 attempts. There is no point of no return like we used to have on our Friday night rod car. If they wreck before they get back to the white all 3 times, race will end under caution. If they get back to the white on any of the 3 attempts, and then they wreck, well, it doesn't matter because they already took the white flag. They just got to make it 1 lap. To get it to official, where they can race it back. We got 3 tries to do it. I'm going to have a great restart. Will be 28 trucks on the lead lap. Back to Tommy Gossett and Brockton Packard, who brought us into overtime. Todd Furland, the first truck, 1 lap down. Everyone else behind him, either in the pits or out of the race entirely. So 28 trucks on track, 27 of them on the lead lap. Here we go, pace cars off. First attempt at overtime, green light checkered. Mike McConville through the Geico restart zone. It's another good start. He should be clear.
He knew what they were trying to do.
That will
Everyone
give
in
the
the back got
76
tripped up.
options. 76 has options now. He's not bottled up to the outside. Trying to get the momentum. He is there to the outside of Mike McConville. Where does Hunter Kent go down the back?
He wants to go middle.
Gonna have to shove McConville, try and get McConville clear. McConville gonna drive it in. Try and clear up on the 76. He's gonna have to. Coming to the white flag. He's gonna put it in the wall. Bounce off of it. Keep the lead. Here comes Payson Lindsay. White flag. Race is official. 3 wide into 1 for the race lead on the final lap. Lindsay slide job into the 52, into the 8. Thomas Lloyd and Joseph Lester's in it. Down the back. They're wrecking, but it does not matter. It's Mike Hasty in second, but somehow, some way, if he can hold it, Thomas Lloyd is gonna steal one at Kansas.
What a finish!
They're wrecking
Oh,
in
man.
the back. Oh my goodness.
And taking out Joseph Lester.
Oh. Oh my goodness. And Mike McConville ends up 20th. He's hot, and I think I have an idea of where he's going. He's not happy. Oh yeah, yup, not happy. Yup. Holy cow. Yeah, let's just do this. So here you go. Here's really where you need to know. Here's the restart down the back. They're side by side in the 3. He's trying the slider. He just gets ever so loose. Right there. Little loose. He washes up. He is, by definition, clear. Puts himself in the fence. They bounce off. And they keep it going. And then here comes Payson Lindsay and Mike Hasty. They're 3 wide into 1. He hits the apron ever so slightly. He's got a little bit fresher tires. If he doesn't clobber the apron, he's got a shot at it. Man. Up the hill. I mean, he almost made this thing work. And he was
about
clear.
half a foot from being a race winner there.
And Thomas Lloyd, who ends up 4th. You see Hunter Kent, he just kind of cuts it down as they all 3 get up into the fence. Mike Hasty is there. Officially 4 wide, maybe 5 technically. I don't know. And then they just keep getting into each other on the top there. Almost getting into him there. There's Hunter Kent. Oh my goodness. Mike Hasty. DNQ'd last week. 2nd place this week.
What a finish.
What a finish. All right. Where are we at here? My bearing. Here with your race winner tonight, Thomas Lloyd, in one of the best finishes we've seen in a while here. We went and just looked at it because it was so crazy. I'll just let you. I got no questions. Just talk me through what you were seeing out there.
Yeah, it was definitely I definitely got lucky with that. I was, off of 4 there, Mike came up on me and we made contact and then they got 3 wide in front of me and I thought it was over. I thought I was just going to accept my P4 and then I just saw that all 3 of them just going straight into the wall and I had my spotter Quentin Warman yelling in my ear, "Go low, low, low." So that definitely that definitely helped me avoid it, but I'm definitely glad I got that win because I felt like I had the truck to do it and just kind of got unlucky there with some incidents.
Yeah. So besides the finish, it's kind of a wild one. You and Hunter Kent kind of going back and forth in stage 2. He gets stage 1. You dominate stage 2, kind of holding pace at the start of stage 3. A little bit of strategy gets everybody offset. Then we have the string of cautions at the end. You keep getting put, second or third on the restarts. Hunter Kent's right there. And it's just kind of back and forth, and we weren't able to go green those last 5 laps to see how it would have shaken out. And, we bunch up the field. It gets chippy, and, well, you might as well just have a finish like that, and you're the one to take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely got lucky, but I mean, just glad that it went the way it did. I'm kind of disappointed that we had that long run, and I was kind of hoping we'd stay green, and then of course I was the one who self spun entering pit road because I just didn't expect it to get loose like that, but. I mean, I got really lucky avoiding the pit cone and not getting a black flag, so definitely got lucky a lot tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
I'd like to thank Ryko Byron again for building another good set for me to run this league, and Quentin for spotting for me. I feel like if he was here, I probably wouldn't have had much of a chance, so I'm kind of glad he's not. But lots of fun.
So, congratulations, and hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Here with your runner-up tonight, Mike Hasty. I'll just go ahead and say it. You DNQ'd last week, but here you are. You come back. Love to see it, by the way. Don't give up. You finished second
Yeah.
the darn thing. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I DNQ'd the first one. I was a little too conservative last week. I was just trying to make the field, but I didn't really know what to expect. And this week, I at least made sure. At least I thought I made sure I was going to make it. I still started P28 or something, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, ended up being a good run. Got to 5th twice there. Had to went all the way back to 20 something after the first time to 5th, and worked my way back up. Ended up 2nd. 0 complaints.
Hey, you very nearly won the darn thing.
It was so close.
You were in the hunt.
You do what you got to do. Hey, at least I kept it clean.
Absolutely, but yeah, that was fun, man. It's like, I was like, there's Mike Hasty just sneaking through the inside. It was crazy.
Literally just out of nowhere. That's fine. I love it. This is a first race with these guys. Like I said, I tried last week and didn't even qualify. So I joined up with Brandon and Bobby and Humi Motorsports. I want to say thanks to those dudes. And they're both good. And they both made the race last week, and I didn't this time. I'm the only one who made it. So got to represent for the guys,
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. 28th to 2nd. That gets you biggest mover of the race as well. So congratulations.
There we go. We go.
I'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Well, I just gave it to those guys, but I actually just want to say thanks to everybody who raced. It actually was a lot of fun. Looks like some really aggressive guys, some really smart guys, some clean, fast guys. All the way, pretty much the whole gamut. I love it. Good series.
You're rolling 41 trucks deep week in and week out. You'll have a mixed bag of everybody. But congratulations, and hope to see you back again next week.
Appreciate it. I hope to be here next week and talk to you guys again.
Podium interview. Here with third place, Hunter Kent. Starts another top 5 run here, hopefully. But what are you going to do to win one of these things, man? But I guess
I need a horseshoe up my ass, to be honest with you.
Well, at least you survived because it got wild there at the end where we kept bunching them back up on the restart. So you're able to survive somehow. I think you extend the points lead. So despite not winning, you'll Matt crafting your way to a championship maybe at this point.
Well, coming in last season, we had 6 or 7 wins, and I was like, all right, we can get in here and win some races this year. And man, luck has not been on my side. We've been leading a lot of races, and oh man, it stings to have this one in the same way. I feel like all of them have ended, but we had a good Southern Roots Chevy, and had to go to the back right there. I don't remember, second stage, I got turned in the outside wall and had about 50 seconds of damage, and had to just kind of pace my way back through the field. Was able to get back to 10th, and the caution came out, and I was like, all right, back in this. And the truck really never drove the same, after that initial damage, but it's got a little tight on me. I don't know if it was just being back in the traffic or what, but man, what a finish. I mean, everybody's racing for the win, so I mean, I can't really fault Payson for driving it in there. I think he clipped the apron. I know he feels terrible, but
Yeah, he
man,
had a little
what
bit fresher tires too. Like I said, like we were talking about it. If he doesn't clip the apron, he probably steals it entirely. Margin of inches. I think he had like 8-lap fresher tires or something.
He could have. That was my initial worry on the start too. Was if I didn't get a good enough start, he could throw it 3 on the apron and take us 3 right there, and probably just drive away with it. But it was that was a show.
Yeah. That was great. I mean, you guys were going for it. McConville bounces off the wall. Y'all keep it straight. You go 3, 4 wide, and then an opaque. Like that's a heck of a finish. I don't even know if my mic picked it up because I was screaming. It might just peak the whole time, but yeah, definitely recommend going and watching that one back. But congratulations on a hard-fought 3rd place. Like you said, back to the front and through the whole field at one point. But the consistency continues, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Just a big shout out to, first off, Chris putting on this league. We've started getting a couple, higher I rating guys coming in here, so it's a lot, it's a lot more competition. It's a lot of fun if everybody can just mind their P's and Q's and race the way we did. It's a lot of fun. Big shout out to you guys each and every week. I always go back and watch the broadcast, and I got some buddies that tune in, and y'all make it entertaining, and hopefully we're able to keep you guys around. I think we'll get some donations up and try and keep you guys around. Big shout out to Jeremy and Daniel over there. Cody couldn't make it tonight, but big shout out to those guys over there. Week in and week out, we're just consistently trying to run up front and trying to come up here and win races. Big shout out to my sponsor, Southern Roots Productions. If you guys are into YouTube and hunting and the outdoor industry, go check us out on YouTube. I make hunting content and just try and have fun. So Southern Roots Productions on YouTube, and I think we go to North Wilkesboro next.
Wilkesboro. That'll be
North Wilkesboro.
That'll be fun.
So that's going to be another bumper beater right there.
Yep.
But maybe we can keep this 52 truck clean during that one. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fenders tore up and a lot of angry people. But just big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to this league, and hope to continue racing. And maybe I can stop being the Cinderella story in this, and maybe we can finally break through and get a win. I know, lead the points and don't have a win. And I think 7 or 8 guys have a win right now, and coming to the playoffs, if 2 more guys, get a win and it knocks me out, I could be leading the points and not make the playoffs. So we've got to get this 52 truck into victory lane, and we're just going to keep grinding away.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on another solid result, and we'll see you next week at North Wilkesboro.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night.
So so last week was 8 winners and 8 because Quentin Warman got it. Tonight was 9 in 9. I don't think we talk about that enough. My goodness. What a race. Art, your final thoughts, bud, on a wild
Honestly, it was a great race. The finish, like the actual last lap, a lot of people might dislike it because, I mean, obviously they're the drivers. They're not going to want to be crashing all the time. They're not going to want their race ruined literally on the last lap. And if we could have cleaned up some of those cautions beforehand, I would rate it a little bit higher, but that was like a 9 out of 10. Yeah. It was a good race.
So they kind of have a trend, though. They'll do the first 2 stages with, like, maybe 2 cautions, not counting stages. They'll have 2 total cautions, 1 per stage. They'll go, like, a half of the final stage green entirely, and then they just wad them all up. Like, yeah, like that's just
They
that's just,
drop the gloves and say,
and
it's
they
on.
realize that too. They know it. Like, not me making fun of them. They're like, hey, they get very chippy with about 40 something, 30 to go. Like, it's just what they do. Because you bunch them back up, and there's 30 to go, then 20 to go. You're like, all right, the give and take kind of goes away. You got new people coming in and out every week. You're not used to the racing styles.
And there's also just a lot of talent.
Yeah. Some egos too, I'm sure, in there. Like internally, we haven't really had like a whole dust up on stream, interviewing people. But it's competitive. You want to win. It's a full field of drivers. You want to be the very best in that field. And Thomas Lloyd was tonight by 95 hundredths of a second over Mike Hasty. Hunter Kent rounds off the podium. Joseph Lester. Pace and Lindsay round out your top 5. Pace and Lindsay will get himself locked into this field next week. He was just on the outside looking in. Great finish for Sylvain Joly. Good runs tonight. Ethan Ball was 2 laps down with about 40 to go. He finished 14th. Derek Bacorn rebounded to 12th. Good finish for him. Richard Pruitt, solid finish in 13th, up 18 spots. Greg Hulls, 16th in his debut. Brockton Packard, 17th in his debut. Tommy Goss ends up 27th, not where he deserved to finish. James Morris, another rookie down there, making his debut in 30th, probably not where he deserved to finish tonight. And then Eli Tomlin through Alexander Gengler. Your DNQs here tonight. But yeah, so we'll be back. Actually, let's just go ahead and do this one more time. Let me do this. Let me get this right. So here is sign-ups. Edit invite link. This does not expire. No limit in uses. So generate a new link. We'll copy this in. I know it's in chat earlier, but we'll just post another one for the fun of it. Have to sign off, but here's the link to our special event Discord. Here is the link to the Indy 500 sign-up sheet. Qualifying will be this Saturday, May 17th from 5 to 10 Eastern. Fully broadcasted. We have 32 drivers signed up right now. The field will be 33. All have to race in on speed. So we're very close to having bump day qualifying, which we're excited about. Race will be May 24th, the following Saturday at 3 Eastern. Full Indy 500, 200 laps to get 1 fast repair, limited tire sets, single file restarts. The whole Indy 500 pretty close to realistic as we can get it, minus a small adjustment here or there. It's our first special event. We're super excited about it. We'll host more in that Discord after the Indy 500, but there's also a little bit of prize money on the line. $200 to the winner, 50 to second, 25 for third, plus a percentage of any donations that are received. Half will go to us to help offset some of the costs for the sessions and the prize money, and then the other half goes right back into the prize pool for these drivers. So it's going to be a great time. We're excited about it. Bump day qualifying, I think, will be a lot of fun. If you're interested, hit those 2 links, come race with us, and we'll see you this Saturday for qualifying. And then we're back next Tuesday for North Wilkesboro, and then next Saturday, the Indy 500. Got a lot on our plate. We're excited, and we'll see y'all this Saturday. Y'all take care.